Here's the guy who knows everything.
So fucked up.
Afternoon, Dick.
Looking
What's
through
happening?
some
What are you doing in the basement?
secret files, are
Oh,
you?
nothing here. I'm just doing a little homework here.
Confidential files. Huh?
You and I could keep between us.
$300.
$50.
You do it for 50.
Your birth date's March 12th. Your social security number is 04938.
Is any of that true?
Psychic?
No,
Took his wallet.
stole your wallet. He's got a nudie picture in there. I saw it. It's perverted.
Ooh.
All right, let's see it. And this is the worst fake ID I've ever seen. What do you need a fake ID for?
So I can vote.
Oh my god.
You want to see what's in my bag?
Narnia? Everybody else's stuff? What is her deal?
Are you gonna be like a shopping bag lady?
Yeah.
My home life is unsatisfying.
Well, everyone's home life is unsatisfying. And if it wasn't, people would live with their parents forever. Yeah, I understand, but I think
Eat shit.
the girl is an island.
He's gonna get to the bottom of it. He actually cares about who she is and what's going on with her. They're gonna connect.
You have problems.
Oh, I have problems.
You do everything everybody ever tells you to do. That is a problem.
But I didn't dump my purse out on the couch and invite people into my problems.
Cry for attention?
So what's wrong? Parents?
Yeah.
What did you want to be when you were young?
These two.
When I was a kid, I wanted
Getting
to
to
be
know
John
each other.
Lennon.
Carl, don't be a goof.
You took a teaching position because you thought it'd be fun, right? And then you found out it was actually work.
Had to come in on Saturdays.
Now, this is the thought that wakes me up in the middle of the night. That when I get older, these kids are going to take care of me.
I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, maybe if you were a little nicer to them now.
What would I do for $1 million?
I like this shot. Has them all in it.
Would you drive to school naked?
Yes.
It's a very
I do that.
specific question.
I'll do anything sexual. I don't need $1 million to do it either. I've done just about everything there is except a few things that are illegal.
I sort of believe
I'm
her.
a nymphomaniac.
Maybe I don't believe her.
The only person I told was my shrink.
What did he do when you told him?
He nailed me.
Obviously, she's crazy if she's screwing a shrink.
This is... I don't believe this.
Have you ever done it?
Look, I'm not going to discuss my private life with total strangers.
A question. Don't be
Come on,
a
it's
jerk.
easy. It's only one question.
No! I never did it!
Of course she didn't.
I never did it either.
She was just lying to them.
I'm a compulsive liar.
Do you guys know what I did to get in here?
I want to know. Everybody's...
I taped Larry Lester's buns
Story.
together. Well, when they pulled the tape off, most of his hair came off and some skin too.
Ow. Dude.
But I did it for my old man. Got the feeling that he was disappointed that I never cut loose on anyone, right? And the next thing I knew, I jumped on top of him and started wailing on him. And my friends, they just laughed and cheered me on. And afterwards, all I could think about was Larry's father and Larry having to go home and explain what happened to him. I mean, how do you apologize for something like that? It's all because of me and my old man. God, I fucking hate him. Andrew, you've got to be number one.
This movie took a turn, didn't it?
I won't tolerate any losers in this family. Win! Win! Win!
I think your old man and my old man should get together and go bowling.
How about you, Brian? What's going on with you?
It's like me, like with my grades. Because I'm failing shop. Elephant.
It's like not allowed to fail at anything?
I got an F on it. Never got an F in my life. And you don't like me anyway.
You know, I have just as many feelings as you do, and it hurts just as much when somebody steps all over them.
God, you're so pathetic. You got everything, and I got shit. School would probably fucking shut down if you didn't show up. Did you work for the money?
Shut
For those
your
earrings?
mouth.
Or did your daddy buy those?
Shut up!
My God, are we gonna be like our parents?
Not me.
It's unavoidable. Just happens.
Genetics?
What happened?
I know it's kind of a weird time, but I was just wondering what is going to happen to us on Monday when we're all together again. I consider you guys my friends.
They'll never speak to each other again.
So on Monday, what happens?
Are we still friends, you mean? Do you want the truth?
Yeah, I want the truth.
I don't think so.
It's a real nice attitude, Claire.
Oh, be honest, Andy. I know exactly what you do. You'd say hi to him, and when he left, you cut him all up so your friends wouldn't think that you really liked him.
What if I came up to you?
The same exact thing.
You know how shitty that is to do to someone, and you don't got the balls to stand up to your friends and tell them that you're gonna like who you want to like.
Okay, what about you, you hypocrite? What would your friends say if we were walking down the hall together? They'd laugh their asses off, and you'd probably tell them that you were doing it with me so they'd forgive you for being seen with me.
Don't you ever talk about my friends. So you just strip to the things that you know. Shopping, nail polish, your father's BMW.
I hate you.
Yeah?
Movie
Good.
got really good. Just in this section.
Okay, then I assume Alice and I are better people than you guys, huh? Us weirdos. Would you do that to me?
I don't have any friends.
I just want to tell each of you that I wouldn't do that.
Your friends wouldn't mind because they look up to us.
Hierarchy in the school.
You're so conceited, Clint. You're so conceited. So, why are you like that?
I'm not saying that to be conceited. You know, you just don't understand the pressure that they can put on you.
You think I don't understand pressure, Claire? Well, fuck you! Fuck you!
Gonna hear
I'm here today.
unneeded?
I'm here. Mr. Ryan found a gun in the locker.
Whoa! What the fuck? Has he got an F?
What's the gun for, Brian? Forget it. I can't have an F. I know my parents can have it.
No, killing yourself is not an option.
Well, I didn't do it, did I?
It was a handgun?
That was a flare gun. Went off in my locker. It's not funny.
You want to know what I did to get in here?
Any of the number of things?
Nothing.
You just wandered in?
I didn't have anything better to do.
We sort of needed this scene emotionally to... We're going on a mission through the air ducts again. That long scene where they're talking to each other, fantastic. The rest of the movie is okay. I get it though. I get it why this is a classic movie now. Just
Well, it's kind of a waste for all of us to write our paper, don't you think? You're the smartest, right?
Well,
you could get him to do it. $50.
Where are we going?
What are you doing? What?
Don't be afraid. Well, go like that.
Giving her a makeover? Oh yeah, he has to pretend. That's where he's going. He has to pretend he's still in the room. The solitary confinement room.
you lost?
They're gonna connect. Emilio, what's up? Am I the only one who thinks she looked better before? I think she looked better before.
You know how you said before how your parents use you to get back at each other?
Yeah.
Wouldn't I be outstanding in that capacity?
That is the best pickup line I've heard today. Hey, thanks for keeping what's his face busy.
See you next Saturday.
Hey, it's over. The song is playing. Woo. Well, they're she just needed a makeover, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm in. That's what I like." Oh, it's one of her earrings. It's a promise that she won't ignore him in the hallway. Her parents will not be happy if they see that. Literally right there. Good job, dude. Your crazy, inappropriate flirting has paid off.
Sincerely yours,
Breakfast Club.
That was The Breakfast Club, 1985. What does The Breakfast Club mean? They had to get up really early in the morning. That's for sure. 7 o'clock on a Saturday? I get it. About halfway through the movie, I was like, why is this so referenced and iconic? And then they all sat down together, the 5 of them, in a little semicircle, and opened up to each other a bit about the shit that's going on in their lives, and how they will treat each other when it's all over. And there was no bullshit about, we'll be best friends forever, we're gonna hang out, we've really bonded this day, and we're gonna live happily ever after. There's very honest conversation about, well, I'll say hey to you and then make fun of you in front of my friends, and I'll do it and I'll do it and I'll do it, and those two won't do it, but that's because they're in different social circles, different expectations and attitudes. It was very honest, and I like that. And there was some really emotionally charged and tough moments. People talking about, expectations to succeed, like Brian's parents, and the pressure he puts on himself as well, not to get an F, and bringing the gun to school, which is just like, whoa. And Claire's, she got really emotional just talking about how she didn't want to turn into her parents, and she really sold that moment. Really, really, really good acting. Actually, great acting from the entire cast. At the start, it was Bender who was running the show. It was the first half of the movie. If you didn't like his character, it wasn't going to work for you. You weren't going to be able to keep watching it. And he faded off. As the other characters grew, his role became lessened. But he was just to grab the attention, to get everybody else to sort of interact with each other. The teacher was just awful. But even he got a little bit of talking to from the janitor, the guru of the school. So he came out of it a better person too. Yeah. Really, really interesting to watch. And certain things in it were very of its time. There was a lot of the way Bender was flirting with Claire, that you might think is a little bit over the line given today's standards. That's but that's just of its time, and I'm not going to speak about that because it's irrelevant. It's just making things too complicated. It's pointless to talk about it. Just some very eye-opening moments, like when he's underneath the table and he's looking directly at her underwear. It's like, really movie? You gotta go there? And he's sort of overbearing, sort of forceful flirting with her. Just very of its time. I'm glad I watched it. I finally discovered where Bart Simpson's Eat My Shorts comes from. I wasn't expecting a revelation of that magnitude from this movie, but that's what happens when you don't watch, movies that you haven't seen. That's what happens when you haven't seen movies. There's going to be something in them that's going to be referenced by something that you have seen, that suddenly your eyes will be open. You'll be like, oh, it's that thing from that. I think even the iconic dancing would have been referenced. They were either referencing something in this movie with the dancing part, or something else has referenced that since. It seemed very familiar, whatever that was, that moment. Yeah. So it was a slow moving movie, just those 5 mostly. Kind of, I don't want to call it a coming of age movie. It was more of a 5 people who don't normally hang out get to know each other, share some shit about their own lives, get a bit of perspective, and then go back to their own lives. Now, 2 of them hooked up with, 4 of them, except for poor Brian, hooked up with the others. So maybe they'll see each other after this, but yeah. I think we could take it as given that they will probably just settle back into their routines and their normal lives after this. Like they had this day, they had a bit of perspective, but it will go back to how they think it's going to go back to. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. We'll watch something else next time. New movie. And yeah. See you then. Bye.